So now we've gone to video because the internet hasn't come to North Agawam yet.
Oh, what's the story with that?
So this is Bridge Street. We're going down to where Tinty's was.
Baldarelli's Market was right there.
That's right. Baldarelli's was right there. And then they made a pizza shop there for a while. I think they tore them down and started over.
Baldarelli's moved up to the street up across from the high from Danahy.
G&S.
Yeah.
Okay, now this hill. What do you remember about this hill?
I remember sliding down it and then slamming into the shoemaker's
Okay, right
house
over here. This was Augusto DeLucci.
And breaking my right arm.
Your right arm,
and then
okay.
the Italian cure was soaking it in Epsom salts, was what they did for 2 days.
And there's the building, right there.
That's where I hit it, right there.
They might have a shotgun in there now. We better not go. But there's the corner there, right? You hit the corner of that building.
Fractured my arm.
And Augusto DeLucci, who was a Jehovah's Witness, which nobody we even knew it. Didn't he come out and try to lay his hands on you or something?
No.
I mean, you know, for healing.
Yeah, no, I know.
For healing purposes.
But
he used to have a showroom right here that the shoes in it were like 400 years old.
That's right.
Okay, let's get across the street now. Oh, I thought we could, but see, the cars come so deep here. If I was younger, I'd just walk out in front and stop them, which I'm going to do anyway. Hey, come on, let me through. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. See, you never lose that. Okay, so what was this?
Well, Tinty's.
Tinty's. Okay, there's their old sign. But across the street, what was there?
The Riverview Market.
And who was the guys that were?
Frankie Gotti and Abby Bungiovanni.
Okay, now that looks like a real dog.
It is.
So I ain't going anywhere near that son of a guy. But I think the Swill House is back there. Remember the Swill House, where all the garbage used to be taken from the thing? Okay, so now we're at Tinty's. And then across the street, now it's called the Scoreboard, but what was it called then?
The Silver Star.
Silver Star.
Larry Sherpa had his bachelor party upstairs there.
Uh-oh.
It was a very calm affair.
No police involved?
No.
Okay. So they have a spaghetti dinner the second Wednesday of every month. Not a bad price. Not a bad price.
They used to have the big round booths.
Right. Yeah, with a lot of mirrors, I remember.
Yeah, it was quite the show place.
So we used to come from, because there's another family business over here called Balboni's Bakery.
I don't know, what was that be?
I don't know much about it, but I do know that at 4 o'clock I used to have to deliver bread when my cousin Kenny was in the Army. I used to have to deliver bread from there, from the bakery, there over to Tinty's, which was right here.
Right.
This was the bar. It was right on this side. And, oh, they're closed today.
Closed.
They'll be open tomorrow. And then over to Silver's, which was owned by, who was the family that owned Silver's?
I have no idea.
The Tomasettis.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
And then you had Shrimpies over here.
So the bakery is right there. Okay, right down the street. And then right here was what?
Shrimpies was there.
Shrimps.
And you had the sausages that he used to make behind the...
Did you realize I never ate food there? I just used to go in and...
a sausage grinder.
Shrimp, right?
Yep.
The guy Shrimp.
Yep.
And we're continuing up here. And then Moscone Club was right here.
Yep.
Okay. And what did they used to do? They used to do what? They had an alley back there, right?
Yep.
For what? Bocce, right? And then were you ever with me one day when we would knock on the door and run away? Then the guys would come out, we'd knock on the door and run away.
Not here. I've never been in that club.
Okay, well that's obviously not it. That's been torn down. Yeah. But this house, right?
Yeah, both of them.
Didn't the Wrights live there?
Yeah, Marjorie.
Didn't she die in a fire there?
She died
in a fire when we were in 5th grade, right?
To death. It was terrible.
Right. And there's another Balboni house, my cousin. And then this was what?
Columbus Club.
Columbus Club.
It's still got the name in it on the sidewalk.
Oh, on the side, okay. Isn't it ironic you told me now that it is a...
I think it has something to do with AA.
AA. Yeah. Well, there was a hell of a lot of drinking going on.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I think my grandfather was one of the founders of it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Columbus Club.
1933.
1933.
We used to have all of our Christmas parties there.
Columbus Club.
Thanksgiving parties.
1933, and they used to have the Christmas parties where you'd go in and... I remember they gave me a football helmet one year. By the way, get over here so we can see what that jacket says. Okay, Jet. That was your nickname.
My nickname.
St. Anthony of Padua Champs. Okay, and we figured out that this might be a material that is no longer allowed for human
Yeah, I might not.
wearing.
I'll probably have to take it off soon so I don't become toxic.
And the Rossies lived there. Not in that house,
no,
but right?
Yeah,
the
right
Rossies
had
there. That house.
Nice tree.
And then what was this house here? What was this?
The Hayneses lived there because it was with the stables. The
Jasmine's
stables
Market.
there.
Like the stable was right on the left.
Yeah, the horses used to go up High Street.
Right, hey. And Phil Jasmine had that store.
Yeah, and all the candy was in drawers.
In the back.
The drawers out.
Right.
And you would pick the candy.
Right. And what was the soda that Phil Jasmine used to sell?
Well, I know he sold Coca-Cola, probably Moxie too.
Extra Cola.
Oh, extra?
Extra. It was like 16 ounces instead of 12.
And it had the old thing where you used to take the bottle and pull it through a maze and then lift it up. That's how I used to get it.
Machine?
Yeah, the machine. It was
Okay, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was sitting on the
But
ground.
it was extra cold, so you got an extra 4 ounces and it was still only a nickel. Imagine the crap that must have been in that syrup.
We didn't care.
At that time.
We loved
at that time.
It didn't affect us at all.
No, not at all. No, that was Beltrandi's house. No, wait a minute. Was Beltrandi right there? Aldrich, okay. But Beltrandi was...
Somebody lived in that. I think the Aldriches lived in that little house.
That little house on the prairie?
But I'm not positive.
Okay, I think these are Russians now. Because see, the Russians, they make concrete driveways.
Oh, all right.
That's you can tell a Russian house in North Agawam because of the concrete driveway.
That's pretty funny.
And then there was the beehive.
Yeah.
Now this is something new. Well, new. It's probably 40 years old, but it was considered new. Right, but this thing wasn't here, was it?
I think it was part of the beehive.
No, that was the beehive.
Yeah, but they had two of them. I thought.
Well, whatever. So we're almost getting to our first intersection. We have no idea, folks, how this is going to come out, whether anybody cares about this at all. We do, so we really don't care whether you care. But you know what? Growing up in North Agawam, the reason we're here, Kurt, why are we here now?
Well, we're here because tomorrow we're going to be celebrating our 50th high school reunion, at least Agawam High School reunion. So
Agawam High School
The class
reunion.
of '68 is turning 68.
Right, and I don't think that's true with any other class year.
I don't think it is either.
Turn this around here so that. Okay, so this was Buska's house, Connie Harrow.
Yep.
Again, I don't know who's still alive, who lives around here.
Everything's got the original asbestos shingles on it.
Right, I know. The asbestos shingles.
So my house, my old house does too.
That's right. Asbestos shingles.
As long as they're covered with paint, no problem.
Yep. And then this house here, this wasn't there.
No.
Okay, who lived in that corner?
Richard Maynard.
Richard Maynard. And what did we know about? Yep. And we used to, Larry Roy used to call him because he's hardly a Stanwood. Larry Roy had nicknames for everybody.
He did.
Okay, but this house, this didn't exist. And what about when Richard Maynard lived there? What did we do in the morning?
We waited for the bus.
And when it was cold out, what we were able to do?
Get on his porch and wait for the bus.
Right. And his father was sleeping all the time because he worked second shift. Right at the newspapers. So here we are at the church.
I never pay attention to that stuff. I didn't realize where he worked.
Remember that?
No, I just knew he was working at night.
Okay. Yeah, well, it could have been. But there's the church. So let's do this. Let's end this segment now. There's the church. Ironic, we start and end at the church. And let's do this. Somehow I turn this camera on, I think.
Did you shut it off?
Somewhere. No, not yet. But anyway, we'll end it now and say good night. Yeah. I mean, no, don't say that.
I won't.
Say.
See you later.
See you later.